Now in Plateau State, unknown gunmen have kidnapped and killed a staff of the Nigerian Airspace Management Agency who was working at the Yakubu Gowon Airport in Barkin Ladi. His kidnappers had demanded the sum of 10 million naira, but after family members negotiated, they agreed to collect the sum of 200,000 naira as ransom. But why was he killed? Details are still sketchy, but TVC News is, in this exclusive report, gathered that the incident occurred on Friday, and residents are traumatized as this is coming not long after an ambush on a vehicle conveying prisoners to court. Funam Joshua reports.
Audio Jungle.
The Plateau State capital, Jos. Residents live in fear and never know when the next act of violence will erupt. The priority of government is to keep people and property safe, and in recent times have preached tolerance and peaceful coexistence. This message is reinforced at the highest levels with President Buhari and security agencies pledging their commitment. But what is the reason for violence and flashpoints? This is Miss Ngor. She is mourning the death of her husband Oswald. With no warning and no clue, his assailants stalk and dash all hopes of him coming back home. It was at the Yakubu Gowon Airport staff quarters in Barkin Ladi that this happened. No one knows who Oswald Ngor's attackers are or what their motive was, with nothing to go beyond eyewitness account. This is what TVC News deduced. Kidnappers followed Mr. Ngor to the staff quarters. They forced themselves into his apartment, shooting sporadically into the air to ward off help before taking him away. Not long after the government made their first contact with his relatives, they demanded the sum of 10 million naira as ransom, but agreed to collect 200,000 naira. The money was paid and dropped off at the agreed point in exchange for his safe return. That did not happen. Money paid and the relative goes to where he believed that Oswald Ngor had been dropped off to be picked up. Instead, his lifeless body was what had been left for his relative who had paid the ransom.
We were in the house and we saw for among gunmen. They came to our house. They started knocking from this door. They knocked as we were open. We decided to run and follow back the way and catch my husband. As I'm trying to drive them, they hit me here with gun and they hit me. They pick him on me.
Shock, anger, and bewilderment does not describe the mood where he lived.
I heard an unusual noise at the back. Turned through the other side to see what was happening. That was when I saw two men dragging him out from the back door. He fell. The next thing I heard was a gunshot. I took off. I saw a neighbor too who was trying to run for her life.
And for his brother, words may not be enough to convey the family's grief.
Myself personally, you can even see we went and I was among the team that recovered the corpse. So when that our brother that took the money to them, and then when they took him to the bush finally, and then they showed him the lifeless body, it was already dark. And so his thinking was that maybe he's incapacitated as a result of injuries that he has sustained with the maltreatment that was meted to him. And then he said he wanted to raise his hand, and when he raised his hand, he just realized that the body is a bit stiff. So it was at that point that
The police says it's investigating this killing. A traumatized family is hoping for a timely investigation and for justice to take its course. Residents of these quarters are calling on the state government as well as the federal government to intensify more efforts towards safeguarding their lives. For Nom Joshua, TVC News, Haipang.